Okay, so now we will be studying about more about photosynthesis. Let's see what's written on page 43. Green plants use sunlight. Okay, we have seen sunlight, they use sunlight. Chlorophyll, okay, this chlorophyll which is present in the green leaf. Water, all right, water, and carbon dioxide, okay, to photosynthesize. Okay, so to prepare food. Photosynthesis means, photo means light and synthesis means to make. Okay, so for the photosynthesis to take place, what do we have? We need sunlight, okay, we need chlorophyll. Obviously the green pigment is also necessary, without which it will not be possible. Then we have carbon dioxide and water. Okay, and then the plants, they start preparing their own food. Now you can see one equation given here. So carbon dioxide, yes, carbon dioxide is taken, and then water, all right, water is taken, fine. Then we have sun's energy, sunlight is taken, all right, and then we have the chlorophyll. All right, the chlorophyll, the green, you can see the green pigment which is present in the chloroplast of the plants. Okay, so we have taken all these things. Now there will be a chemical reaction, and as a result of the chemical reaction, what are we going to get? We are going to get sugar, that is in the form of glucose. Okay, we are going to get, the end result is glucose. We will get also water, and we are going to get oxygen. Okay, so we are going to get three end results or end products. What are those three end products in the process of photosynthesis? Number one is sugar or glucose, all right, then we have water, and then we also get oxygen. Clear? Now let's see what's written on page 44. 6 molecules of carbon dioxide and 6 molecules of water react in the presence of chlorophyll and sunlight to give 1 molecule of glucose and 6 molecules of oxygen. Okay, what are they saying? Let me erase it. Okay, first and foremost, erase all ink. Okay, 6 molecules of carbon dioxide. So we see here 6 molecules of carbon dioxide and 6 molecules of water react in the presence of chlorophyll. So you see there are 12 molecules of water. You must be studying about chemistry, so tell me, if it's written here 6 molecules of water, how come they are having 12, right? 12 molecules of water they're showing. Just you have to tell me this in the class. I'm not going to explain it to you. All right, so what is written? Of water react in the presence of chlorophyll, okay, and sunlight to give 1 molecule of glucose. So this is 1 molecule of glucose we are getting, and 6 molecules of oxygen, okay. Oxygen and glucose thus formed are the products of photosynthesis. So these are basically the main products. So you get the sugar and oxygen are the main products. Water is a byproduct. That means it will be formed but not that important. Okay, but sugar and oxygen, it is the main product. Now this oxygen is released through the stomata. Okay, so oxygen, how will it be released? Again with the help of, so through stomata carbon dioxide is taken inside the plants, and through the stomata again oxygen is also given out into the atmosphere. I hope this is clear, that with the help of stomata carbon dioxide is taken in, and with the help of stomata oxygen is given out. Okay, so it's the stomata through which this gaseous exchange takes place. And then what is written? Glucose is stored as starch and used by the plant for various metabolic activities. So see, this oxygen, what is being told is it gets out of the plant into the atmosphere through the stomata. Then what about this sugar? That is the glucose that has been formed. So this glucose or sugar, they are stored as starch. Okay, they are stored as starch, and whenever the plant body will require energy, will require food, then this starch is going to help in various metabolic processes. That means in various building up process in the plant, help in various metabolic process. Metabolic means, just a second, metabolic means the process which helps in building various things inside the plant, like energy and everything. Okay, like new cells are being formed, so that is the process of metabolism. That is, something new is being formed with the help of the food that is being prepared. All right, so once again the oxygen is released out of the plant body with the help of stomata, and the sugar or the glucose that is being formed after photosynthesis, that is stored as what? It is stored as starch, and this starch, whenever the plant will need food, it will then start utilizing the starch. All right, so this is all about the reaction of, but you have to tell me in the class that it's saying that 6 molecules of water, then why is it written 12 molecules of water here? All right, so you have to, I'm not going to explain it now, you have to explain it to me. All right, now next let's go to okay, so this was the stomata. You can see carbon dioxide going in and oxygen going out of the stomata pores. Okay, it closes, it opens, now carbon dioxide is taken inside, prepare the food, and oxygen is given out of the stomata. All right, now next topic is about the factors that affect photosynthesis. Okay, what are the factors that helps in photosynthesis? What are the factors that increases photosynthesis or decreases the rate of photosynthesis? Number one we see is light. What is written? The chlorophyll or the green pigment present in the leaves of the plant helps in the absorption of sunlight. So we know that in the leaves there is a compartment, right? There is a compartment or organelle which is called as the chloroplast, right? Now this chloroplast will have chlorophyll pigment, and this chlorophyll pigment traps sunlight, right? We had studied it in the previous video. Then leaf cells have special chlorophyll containing structure called chloroplast. So this is what is this structure of the chloroplast. Chlorophyll absorbs sunlight and converts it into chemical energy, which is then used to prepare food in the leaves. So this chlorophyll will trap the sunlight energy, and then after this chemical reaction will take place, and then food is being prepared. You see the chemical reaction here. All right, next, the intensity and duration of light affects the rate of photosynthesis. The rate of photosynthesis increases if the intensity of light increases. So if the light intensity is high, photosynthesis will be, that is the preparation of food will, the rate of preparation of food in the leaf will also be high. Suppose if the light intensity is low, then the rate of photosynthesis will also be low. All right, so this is directly proportional. If light increases, once again, if the light intensity is high, photosynthesis will also take place at a higher rate, and if light intensity is low, we know, suppose the sunlight is not in sufficient amount, so obviously the chlorophyll will not be able to trap the sunlight, which is the main source of energy. So when the main source of energy is not present, so obviously the rate of photosynthesis will obviously be very, very low, right? So this is what is being told in your book. Now see, there is a picture, figure 4.2. let's study. Stacks of chlorophyll containing disc. Each disc is called a thylakoid. Can you see these stacks like disc? These are disc shaped structures. So this is the in the form of a stack. So that stack is called as the thylakoid. Okay, and then the stacks of thylakoids are called as grana. Now whenever these discs are present in stacks, this is called as thylakoid. Okay, now when there will be another stack of thylakoid, another stack of thylakoid, another stack of thylakoid, that together is called as the grana, and the grana is then present in a fluid-like structure inside the chloroplast, and that is called as the stroma. Stroma is the fluid. Again, shall I repeat it? Let me erase it. See what's written here. So we have the thylakoid. This is the thylakoid. These are what? Chlorophyll containing disc. In this disc, chlorophyll pigments are present. Okay, inside. So this is the chloroplast. So in the chloroplast, in this discs actually, the green pigment chlorophyll is present. So these discs are stacked, right? Can you see this stack? So this stack is called as thylakoid. Thylakoid. Okay. Now there you can see inside the chloroplast there are several thylakoids, isn't it? Several disc shaped structures, stacks are there. Now when there will be more than one thylakoid, like you can see inside the chloroplast, so altogether they will be called as the grana. Okay. Now this grana will be present in a fluid like material, fluid like matrix, which is called as the stroma. Okay, so I hope this is clear. Next we go to page number 46. What is written? Next is your carbon dioxide. Number 2 point is the carbon dioxide. Okay, how does carbon dioxide affect the rate of photosynthesis? See, the leaves of plants absorb carbon dioxide from the atmosphere. So we can see that, okay, the leaves, the stomata is opening, so carbon dioxide is being absorbed. Carbon dioxide is absorbed through minute openings on the underside of the leaves known as stomata. We know that. Okay, stomata are surrounded by bean shaped guard cells on either side. Okay, these, can you see this? These are bean shaped, and these are called as the guard cells. They are what? They are acting as guards, like watchman. Okay, so they will open the stomata, they will close the stomata in this way. They are guarding. Okay, the water that is taken up into the leaves enters the guard cells and makes them swell. So the water that we are pouring here, you see, the water that we are pouring here, it goes up to the leaves. Okay, and then when the water reaches here in the leaves, the guard cells, they become swollen. Okay, they become swollen, and as it swells, it opens up, and when there is lack of water, it closes. Okay, so it is in this way. The guard cells expand under pull apart, thus creating the gap or the opening. You can see they have become swollen and now they are opening. Why has it become swollen? Because the thing is, there is water. Water has reached the guard cells. When water is lost from the guard cells, they shrink and the gap is closed. I told you water is lost, so they will shrink and there will be no gap. Gases such as carbon dioxide and oxygen are exchanged via stomata. You can see that now water is also being released. Now this guard cells closes, guard cell opens, carbon dioxide taken in, photosynthesis takes place, and oxygen is given out, and water also. So in this way, you can see that how stomata exchanges gaseous substances, okay, but that is carbon dioxide and water. The concentration of atmospheric carbon dioxide affects the rate of photosynthesis. The rate of photosynthesis increases if the concentration of carbon dioxide is high. So if concentration of carbon dioxide is high, photosynthesis is also high. If concentration of carbon dioxide is low, photosynthesis is also low. Right? So in the previous video, what we had seen is that if, I think I had showed it here, okay, if the light intensity is high, photosynthesis is also high. If light intensity is low, photosynthesis is also low. Similarly, if concentration of carbon dioxide is high, photosynthesis, rate of photosynthesis is high, and if concentration of carbon dioxide is low, the rate of photosynthesis is also low. Okay, next we go to the third component, that is the temperature. What is written? The temperature between 20 degrees Celsius to 30 degrees Celsius is optimum for photosynthesis. Okay, if the temperature is higher than the optimum temperature range, it destroys the enzymes involved in the process. If the temperature increases more than 30 degree, okay, to maximum it can go to 35 also, then the plants can take part in photosynthesis properly. But if it increases, then what happens is that in the process of photosynthesis, you see, in the process of photosynthesis there are many chemical reactions taking place, many enzymes are present. What are enzymes? Find it out. Okay, so the enzymes you all have studied in class 6. I know that very well. Okay, don't tell me we don't know what are enzymes. So I'm teaching class 6, so I know that you all have studied. So these enzymes, when there is too much of heat, the enzymes which takes place in the photosynthesis, that enzyme starts breaking, that enzymes becomes non-functional. So that's why a temperature needs to be maintained, that is 20 degree to 30 degrees Celsius is optimum, you can say. Okay, and if it increases, then the rate of photosynthesis decreases. If temperature increases, rate of photosynthesis decreases. Okay, now this is something which is opposite to what we have studied about carbon dioxide and light. Remember this one. And then the last component is the water and minerals. The root system in plants helps in the absorption of water and minerals from the soil. These are carried to the other parts of the plant through tubular structure called xylem. So water and minerals are carried by xylem. I think you all have studied about this xylem in the first chapter, that is tissues, isn't it? So this is xylem, that is j se xylem, correct? If I'm not wrong, yes. So it is xylem. So the water and minerals are conducted through this tubular structure called xylem. You can see how water is moving upwards, and so what happens is that stomata open when water is available. Now availability of water increases the rate of photosynthesis. So as much water is present in the plants, so what will happen? So if water is present, water is reaching up to the green parts, so this water will help the guard cells to open, and as a result, when the guard cells will open, this will take in carbon dioxide and then will prepare food and give out oxygen, right? So we need water. Suppose water is not present, then what will happen? The guard cells are not going to open at all, and as a result, when the guard cells will not open at all, there won't be gaseous exchange taking place, and as a result photosynthesis will not happen. So it's very important for the water and minerals to keep on moving up through xylem to the plants. Okay, and so this was all about your water and minerals. So yeah, another thing, water and minerals high, photosynthesis also, rate of photosynthesis increases. If water is less, rate of photosynthesis decreases. Okay, so once again let's revise. So number one factor is the light. So if light intensity is more, photosynthesis is more. Light intensity is less, photosynthesis intensity, rate of photosynthesis will also be less. Number two is the carbon dioxide. So if the concentration of carbon dioxide is high, then the rate of photosynthesis will also be high. If the concentration of carbon dioxide is low, then the rate of photosynthesis will also be low. Number third is the temperature. Now this is what, if the temperature increases, then the rate of photosynthesis will decrease. Okay, this is something opposite. Okay, if the rate of temperature increases, the rate of photosynthesis will decrease. And now what about water and minerals? The fourth factor is that if the water and minerals are sufficient, then the rate of photosynthesis will also be quite high. If water and minerals quantity is insufficient or it's less, then the rate of photosynthesis will also be less. Okay, so remember this thing. Now in the next video we will be starting with the respiration part. So before you move on to respiration, each one of you should watch this previous 2 videos on photosynthesis. All right, so rewatch it once again, and if it's still not clear, then I'll be there in the class to clear out your doubts. Okay, all right, thank you.